we go. Picks from picks from Joe's. Let's get this up. Get it shared. There we go. All right, everybody. How's it going? Well, here you go. This is picks from Applebee's. How's that doing? Let's get back in where I can kind of see what's going on live. Perfection. We're doing great, thank you. So we got picks from Applebee's live. Sorry for a little background noise here. We got some apps going. We have a little cocktail brewing, and that ain't the first one. Hopefully we're enjoying the evening here. Let's see if we can't get a little Bluetooth connectivity to my headset, so that maybe it'll be a little easier to hear me here, and the background noise might not be so bad. Let's see, go on here. Oh, there we go. It's paired. Let's connect. There we go. How about that? Hopefully that's a little better. And we're not getting quite as bad background noise. I'll calm this down a little bit on the microphone. There we go. How's that? So I hope you enjoy the background logo here, folks. I'm fully expecting to get penalized. There's probably a Texas fan floating around in here because they're effing everywhere. Who knows? So we got a week with the Big 12 globe. Here we go. We have another beverage. It's been served. There we have. Look at that. Let's get the straw out of this. The straw is not doing me any good. Let's add that to that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Well, I hope everybody's having a good evening. It's a hump day. I had a pretty interesting day at work, and my apologies to everybody. Obviously, I'm not wearing OSU garb. I'm actually marketing for my company I work for, Distribution One. There's probably some copyright issue for the fact that I'm saying that. Hell, who knows? I'm going to get kicked out here probably because I said Applebee's. So my bad. No OSU gear on tonight, but at least I have the horns. Wait, horn. Yeah. There. The horns down here. That should give me a pass. So we got a kind of week in the Big 12, except for one huge game. Although you could argue that there's another game in the Big 12 that carries a little intrigue. Okay, let's minimize me and my appetizers here. So. Obviously, if we're looking at, you can't see my setup necessarily, but I have over here on this side, I actually have a second monitor because I'm here with all my work stuff. All right, so let's do this appropriately. So tonight's beverage, they don't really have a good Scotch collection. So I decided a couple of nights ago, I'm here for work. I'm in Springfield, actually West Springfield, Massachusetts, for work this week. I've already been here a couple of nights because it's right next to the hotel. And they did have a great Scotch collection. So we've gone with the honey-flavored Jack Daniel's whiskey. Actually not bad. Not a big Jack Daniel's fan. This is tolerable. That's working. Last couple of nights I've had a variety. I've been doing the three-for thing at Applebee's with the appetizers. So one of my things has always been a soup. And then I think the first night I had the soup, I had a quesadilla sampler, and I had the queso, the taco-topped queso dip and chips. Okay? So night number 2, I had, so the first night I had the soup, so that was the loaded potato soup. Second night, loaded potato soup, boneless chicken wings, so they give you 4, I think, in the sampler. And then I had the taco top queso chips again. We're seeing a trend here. So then tonight, I actually had a full, a full order quesadilla, chicken quesadilla. Then I had, I'm doing a 2 for now. with the tomato soup, and of course the taco top queso chips or queso dip and chips again. So we're getting into a little bit of that. It's pretty hot. There we go. You like listening to me eat? Perfect. So let's talk about the what is I'd say this is 50% garbage this week. Big 12 is 50% garbage. The only reason it's not 75% garbage is that you have a game between two teams that I think are arguably going to be battling for the basement. So, only 7 Big 12 teams in action this week. 2 are playing non-conference games. 2 are playing their first conference games of the year. You've got OU is, God almighty. That chip didn't go down so well. So, you got OU has a bye week, because obviously they need the rest, because they've played such a wicked bad schedule so far. Sarcasm fun. Okay, OU with the week off. We have Texas Tech has the week off after getting their asses handed to them by Arizona State of all places. Arizona State. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Somebody from Arizona lathered up Texas Tech, and that's all that matters. And then you have K-State. K-State has the week off after a pretty nice win against Mississippi State. So, at 12 o'clock on FS1, 12 o'clock Eastern, you have Iowa State hosting University of Louisiana Monroe. Really? Come on, Iowa State. I mean, please. You couldn't have lost on a more spectacular play last week. After the end of that game, that was the most incredible end of game. The end of that game was actually more interesting than the dog show I'm watching that's over the back of the monitor here. I don't know where this dog show is, but that's got a lot of hair. Okay. Now I'm totally distracted. So, Iowa State loses on the most brilliant play ever, right? Muffed punt where one of the blockers runs into the guy trying to catch the punt. Oh my God. That was brutal and wonderful to watch. So Iowa State's at home, noon, FS1. Iowa State's favored by 18 and a half. Please. Over-under 55. That's probably, I feel like that over-under is probably about right, actually. Iowa State hopefully win the game. I mean, UL Monroe's 1-1. But the fact they're only favored by 18 and a half, I mean, that's kind of a Kansas line, really. Kind of a Kansas line. Not even a Kansas line, sorry. Kansas would probably not be favored. That's not a respectful line, Iowa State. Come on. You gotta go with the program there. Let's see here. What do we gotta have a little soup. Have a little tomato soup here. See if I can not stick too much in my mouth. Good stuff. So that's at noon. That's your only noon Big 12 game. You have 2 afternoon Big 12 games, but they kick at different times. You got SMU at TCU. I got a problem. How the hell is TCU ranked 25th, but Oklahoma State's not ranked? What the hell is that? That's effing stupid. Okay, really? I don't understand that. 3:30 p.m. Eastern, SMU at TCU. SMU 3-0, TCU 2-0. TCU's favored by 9.5. Clearly, SMU at 3-0 is not as good as Purdue, who's favored over TCU. Over-under, again, is 55. That's 2 games at over-under of 55. So, I don't know how I feel about that. Who's SMU? Let's see now. SMU, they only beat Arkansas State 37-30. They beat North Texas 49-27. Isn't that UNT's where Mason Fine is, right? And then they beat Texas State 47-17. So they haven't played anybody, per se, but they've won a couple of games somewhat easily. TCU, as far as I'm concerned, hasn't played anybody. I think TCU wins 9.5. I don't know. I'd probably stay away from this game if I was a betting guy. I'm not a betting guy, but I'd probably stay away from this game. At 3:30 Eastern time, and that is also on FS1. So that's FS1 at noon, FS1 at 3:30. So FS1 clearly doesn't care about their ratings during the middle of the day on Saturday. 4:30 p.m. Eastern time on ESPN Plus. Now, see, this game should be the 3:30 game on FS1 because this game I want to see. West Virginia at Kansas. This has got so much fun written all over it because we're either going to be dogging them or loving it. Who the heck knows what? So West Virginia on the road at KU. Both teams are 2-1. West Virginia's favored by 4.5. All right. So if you take the kind of the 3-point home give away, it means they're thinking West Virginia by a touchdown on, say, a neutral field, right? So over-under's 49. That's low. I would be taking the over all day on that. West Virginia 4.5. Where do they come up with that, right? Maybe I'd go for that. I think West Virginia has a much better loss than KU. KU lost to Coastal Carolina. Please. How the hell? How bad is BC? BC effing sucks to lose like that to Kansas. Probably take West Virginia, but just keep in mind, folks, when I talk about who I would take and what I would do with the over-under, we know that I have no idea what I'm talking about because literally every week so far the opposite has happened. With the exception of Oklahoma State, who ended up covering last week. So 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, ESPN Plus, which if you were smart enough to if let's put it this way, I would say smart enough. If you were open enough to spending the money on ESPN Plus, I would hope that you were smart enough to either have or acquire Chromecast. Right? Because if you have ESPN Plus and a Chromecast, you're watching on TV. All right? So I will definitely be watching that game. Unless my wife comes up with some plan that I need to be out of the house because I told her I needed to be home to watch the Texas game on Saturday night. So who knows? Cross your fingers. Hope I'm lucky. Because she is working that day, but she gets home at like 3:30, and then this doesn't start until 4:30. So that little 4 hour window right there may be shot for me. Who knows? I don't know. I think West Virginia could win, but Kansas I think covers 4.5. That's a tight number. It's almost a toss-up to me. And in a conference where even the bad teams, you tend to score points. It's super easy to have a touchdown difference, in a game that's close. So I don't know. That's another weird one. I would probably not bet. If I bet anything on that game, I'd probably bet the over. Over-under's 49. I'd probably bet the over. Other two games where the over-under's 55. If I had my druthers, TCU game, I'd go under. The Iowa State game, I don't know. I probably would just stay away from the Iowa State game. So then we got the 7 o'clock game is Baylor at Rice. Okay, so Texas just lathered up Rice. Rice is 0-3. Baylor's 2-0. Baylor's favored by 26.5. The over-under's 58.5. Texas won 48-14, so that's 62 point. I don't know. That over-under's dicey. Probably go under on that game. Baylor's 26.5, so 48-14, so it's 34. Probably stay away from the line. If I had a leaning there, I'd say Rice and lay the points, and I'd probably take the under. I don't like either one of those. But that's 7 o'clock Eastern time. That's on CBS Sports Network. So, if you've got a device and Chromecast, you probably can throw it on your TV. I don't know if we have CBS Sports Network here where I live in Connecticut. But worst case, I probably get it on my device and I can cast it to the TV. So now we come to what is honestly the only good football we can anticipate watching. And that's Oklahoma State at number 12, Texas. Texas obviously 2-1 with that loss to LSU. Oklahoma State's 3-0, but who have they played? Tulsa's arguably the best defense they've played. Oregon State's the best offense they've played. McNeese State is whatever McNeese State is. So Texas favored by 6. Over under 73. I'd probably. Okay, so here's where everybody's gonna hate me. I'm gonna get dog for this. I'm gonna take lots of abuse. So guess what? Screw you. I'm gonna have another loud chip. Okay. So my old school Oklahoma State fan is coming out in me. And Royal John said it best on Twitter with his sarcastic tweet of when I said that the Bill Connolly numbers were being more optimistic. Bill Connolly's S&P Plus. I died when he tweeted that out and said he was giving the scores of games. Oh my God, that little Scotty's awesome. That little Scotty, that dog. When Bill Connolly tweeted that out with score predictions for the games, and everybody was like 37-30 and 43-30 and stuff like that. Texas 34.2, Oklahoma State 33.8. It was so close he had to put decimals on it. Then I said, well, the math is obviously more optimistic than I am. Royal John says, oh, how shocking. Well, guess what? Somebody there knows me. Don't have a good feeling about this. For a couple of, one kind of, let's say superstitious is not the right word, but one, both kind of mathematical reasons, right, why I'm a little superstitious about it. One, we won 5 times in a row. Somebody tweeted out that the last time that they're currently 40, but the last time Texas beat Oklahoma State in Austin, they were in their 20s. All right? That's a long time. I think Texas, with a sold-out stadium, is due. I think they're going to be riled up. I mean, look, if I was Tom Herman, I would lay it down. I'd say, guys, if you all can't protect your home turf against this team, you don't deserve to be Texas Longhorns. I think, and look, there's no questioning Texas has 4 and 5 star players. They've got 4 and 5 star athletes. I just think that based on what I've seen Texas is due, I mean, they've lost 5 in a row down there. Who could have imagined? Think about it. Who could have imagined back in the days of Vince Young and Gundy was just getting going that you would be able to sit here today and say Oklahoma State's won more games in Austin in the last 10 years than they've won against Texas than they've won against Texas and Stillwater. All right? So just think about this. Oklahoma State's only lost once to Texas since 2010s, right? Once? Was it the Dax Garmin year? It was the Dax Garmin year. Here, let's go to Wikipedia real quick. Wikipedia. I love this site, by the way. One of my work colleagues turned me on to it when I tweeted it out. And it was, my team is better than your team, where you literally can come up with, a team, and they can do the whole 6 degrees of separation thing. And, what was it, Abilene Christian better than Alabama? I tweeted out, that's nuts. All right, so let's look at this. Full games list page. No, twice. There you go. Oh, that's right. That was the game Joseph Randall scored. I think it was on like the first or second play of the game, and he took it to the house. And he semi-spiked the ball as he crossed the goal line. The frickin' refs called unsportsmanlike. That was the stupidest thing in the world. So since 2010, Texas has beaten Oklahoma State twice, both times in Stillwater. Right? And so since 2010, Texas has not won in Austin. So, number one, I think they're due. And here's the other thing. Up to this point, Pate Does a Live podcast has been talking about Oklahoma State's offense has been goofy vanilla. Okay? Silly vanilla. Millie vanilla. Whatever. And in the Tulsa game, if you make the presumption that Oklahoma State, while being vanilla, there were still options to do things in the passing game other than what Spencer Sanders did, it means that Spencer's still developing as far as, reading his routes, reading what the defense is giving him, and picking the right receivers in the right moments. If he does that against Texas, I don't know, man. Unless Texas defense is just that bad, I just don't know if Oklahoma State's offense, let's put it this way, I have zero confidence that Texas is going to score at least 40. And I don't have great confidence that Oklahoma State's offense is going to score 30. So, I honestly think, and it's going to come out in my prediction on Cowboys Ride for Free. All right, I'm ready. Haters are going to come at me. I'm predicting 48-24 Texas. There, I said it. I think we get lathered up. I think it's going to be a tough night on the road. I mean, you got your starting quarterback as a redshirt freshman who's never played in that environment. So, and that stadium's going to be sold out. Texas gets off to a good start. I don't know. I'm kind of, it's weird. I'm almost of the mind that I'd like to see Texas get off to a good start sometimes, because then they kind of get overconfident and they might let down. If Oklahoma State gets off to a hot start like they did against Tulsa, I think Texas ends up winning the game. I just don't know. I'm not sure if Oklahoma State right now is going to be capable of rolling out enough of the playbook, because I have confidence that Gleason's got a nice playbook. Good, like Lincoln Riley-esque, right? Enough to, not Lincoln Riley, I'm not saying Strong Gleason's Lincoln Riley, so all you OU people shut up if there's anybody OU people watching. Go away. So I think the dude's like got it going. I think this guy's a good offensive coordinator. I feel way better about him and the hire than I did about Yursich and the hire when they got him. But I'm questioning whether or not the leader of your offense is capable of rolling out enough complexity in the offense. Because I think if you're going to roll enough complexity, it's got to involve the passing game. If your quarterback can't get past certain reads, or if he's focusing too much on his star wide receiver because that's the guy he trusts, then what are you doing? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Spencer Sanders is not the right quarterback. I'm saying he's young, and his tape doesn't lie. Said he's still got to work on the game slowing down for him and being able to read through his progressions, identify who the hot receiver is going to be, right? I think a big question there would be, let's say Spencer Sanders comes out and he struggles, like really struggles, like struggles to the point that maybe Texas is up. Let's say Texas is up 21-0, right? And I don't care at what point it happens, because I mean, if they're up 21-0, that's going to happen either first quarter or second quarter, at least by the half. If Texas is up 21-0, 24-0. Does Gundy roll out Drew Brown? Okay. How about that? What do you do? I could see that happening. Could see it happening. So I don't have any. I am devoid of confidence right now. Not because I think OSU stinks, but because I don't know that this sets up well for the Cowboys. Ellinger, his experience, he's looking really good this year. Really good. He looked really good even in the loss to LSU. He looked really good. Their defense cost them more than anything in that game. So I'm just too much of an old school pessimist when it comes to this stuff and not having confidence. So I said it, 48-24. I think Texas gets after us. I think they're ready. I think it's, you've lost 5 in a row. That's embarrassing. I think Herman gets them fired up. If 4- and 5-star athletes are fired up, hey, listen, there's been years we've beaten Texas, but Texas beaten OU. So don't for 2 seconds tell me that the athletes aren't good enough and aren't capable of playing at that level. So I think if they decide to play at that kind of level, if they beat OSU, they won't have any trouble doing it. And I would be more than happy to take the heat if it doesn't happen that way, and I'll be happy as a clam. I can't deal with the fact if I came in here confident and then they look like trash or they get beat. Can't do it. So there's my, my table side 10-cent philosophy right there of being an OSU fan. So a light day, 3 teams on byes, really only one football game that should show us good football, and 1 game that should be very intriguing, and two shit games. All right. 1 noon game, a 3:30 game, a 4:30 game. These are all Eastern time. And what is our game time? We got 2 night games. We got 7 o'clock on CBS-SN, and then Oklahoma State, Texas is on ABC. That's the primetime game. That should be pretty entertaining. If Oklahoma State can at least play offense, that should be pretty entertaining. So anyway, that's it. picks from Joe's. I'm going to sign off before I annoy the crap out of anybody. And also, I know I'm testing the waters here because a Texas person always is somewhere. All right. So everybody, be safe. You're traveling to Austin. Good luck. Be careful. And we'll talk to you after the game. And we'll see you on Twitter.